Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Triple Clowns with Degen Nation. That's right, it's me, G. Randall Johnson, alongside the beautiful Sarah Marie, Mrs. Big News, and the truck stop burrito, AJ Ryder. And we're here to just talk about the news today. Talk about what's going on in horse racing, recap some stakes races.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing today. Nice, quick, nice, easy show. And
there's a lot going on, and we have closing weekends of tracks coming up, so it's going to get a little bit slow for a couple weeks with racing.
They go other places.
Well, I know, but there's always
other
like a tracks before they reopen at another place.
Well, yeah, Belmont said they go to Saratoga real soon.
Yep. Del Mar's coming up.
Yeah.
Kentucky Downs.
Kentucky Downs. That's a fun week. We should do a whole big thing about Kentucky Downs. That's fun.
Yeah. So there's
when's that? 2 weeks, 3 weeks
after Churchill.
Yeah, well, Churchill closes next weekend or this coming weekend. So
next week, I think that week, just like a week or two.
Yeah, I think they just run a week.
Yeah. But they run for big money.
Yeah,
and uphills and downhills, and it's crazy.
It's like European racing brought to the
I hated
state.
Kentucky Downs last year.
It's
lost a lot of money at Kentucky Downs last year.
So hard.
So did we. We didn't have that much luck at Kentucky Downs. So
it's so weird. It's a weird track.
Yep.
It really is.
How does something stay open like that? Like
I was just
that runs like 2 weeks every year.
It's a fence, not a fence. They were washing money there. That's what it is.
It's a laundromat.
The laundromat, basically. Car wash, laundromat. Kentucky Downs. Okay, it's really not anybody out there that's believing me.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
The feds call Kentucky Downs. I heard you guys are laundering.
Because a lot of people in the feds listen to our show.
FBI is a big fan of this show.
They are.
Because they have to be.
It's weird because they sit outside our apartment all the time.
They got to monitor Randy at all times.
Exactly.
Sure, there's something in the microphone right now.
So if you hear a knock on our door and you see Randy run, you know why.
Shout out Agent Smith of the FBI who's listening right now.
What's up, buddy? All right, so let's get on to it. Let's go to the news. All right, Mrs. Big News, what's the news?
Well, we have a lot of news that came up this weekend, but first we'll start off with a horse we talked about and kind of said his name quite enthusiastically. The Governor Morris is going to be retired to stud in Argentina. Officially retired.
Wow.
Yes, this horse has not run since the 2020 Arkansas.
Cheaper rent makes sense. You can spend your dollar goes a little bit further in Argentina. It's a move for a lot of retirees to go to South America. It's Central or South? I don't know. Is it South? South, yes. South America. Good move by the Governor.
Good job.
So what's his stud fee going to be in Argentina? Like $10?
Which is like
it's a lot of money.
Which has got to be like $200,000.
No, I actually think Argentina is like big in horse racing. So
they are actually. They are. So he's headed down south to stud. So we'll see.
When we say down south, that sounds like you're saying like Kentucky.
No, way down south. Way down south.
Well, good luck, Governor. Enjoy the.
I guess that makes sense because it's not like he's gonna be in super high demand here, but in Argentina he might be.
Yeah, maybe. So we'll see.
Could be a smart move.
Yeah. But this past week we had the Royal Ascot going on, and the big race that they had, the Diamond Jubilee, where Dream of Dreams finally won this race. Third time's a charm, I guess, and that has secured him a spot in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint. This was his third time running. The past 2 years he was defeated by a head each time. So we finally got his win. So we will see him out in Del Mar come November.
Yeah, it's weird getting winning your ins right now to me, kind of, but it makes sense because if you don't get it, you got another chance. But when you get in this early, like, what do? Do you sit and wait? Do you worry about like something happening? It's kind of
maybe not this horse because it's got to come over from overseas. But like if you won one now, how many have we had?
Well, you wonder. That's what I was going to get
so far.
There hasn't been many, but a couple.
Yeah, there's been a few.
It hasn't been that many. Yeah.
But the thing is, you wonder if you're going to see that horse. That's kind of what I was getting at. If you're going to see that horse at Del Mar running races before,
like a prep race or something.
Yeah, or Anita.
Yeah,
because it'll be right before. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that horse in California running on a track.
I think that would be a good plan.
Yeah,
really.
Well, you can't, like, that's a long time to just wait.
Well, yeah, I mean, but yeah, it's kind of, I'm sure he wouldn't wait. He'd run something there, but I think he'll be over here sooner than later. I would say for the Santa Anita meet.
Speaking of Argentina, the first horse to get a win in your inn was last December.
No, there was one a couple weeks ago, wasn't it?
Well, no, this is the first one.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
This was the first one. Cool Day, Argentinian horse.
Oh,
Back in December of 19. So at that point, you have to run again.
19. You mean 2020? 20,
December 19th.
Oh,
19th.
Of this.
That's a little bit. Putting the
You'd
cart
have
before
to
the horse.
get a couple runs.
That horse
under
could be
your
terrible in a year. I mean,
or get injured. There's so much that could
it
happen.
seems a little ridiculous, but
There's two in January, one in February. Cafe Faro, that's right.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
4 in May. Smooth like straight.
I'll give you May. But yeah, that's a little quick.
Oh, there's been a
Been
ton
long.
so far.
Yeah.
There's like been a ton. There's a ton in June.
Yeah, they had a lot in June. And they're going to end with a big one in June. We'll talk about closing weekend at Churchill is coming up, closing weekend for their spring meet. And speaking of, they have 2 win in your ends that will be running their closing day, which they have 7 stakes races. So they kind of have they're going out with a bang. But we'll talk about the grade 2 Stephen Foster, which is a win in your end for the Classic. And Maxfield is headlining that field, followed by Chief. Still can't say that. I don't know why. Silver Dust and Warriors Charge. Those are the main 4 horses that are going to be in it. Obviously, there's a lot of probables, but we'll know more about that come Wednesday. So that is the Stephen Foster, like I said, a win in your end for the Classic. And they also have the Fleur de Lis, which is a win in your end for the Distaff.
I feel like if you win a win in your end for the Classic, you should be able to pick what race you want to go. You know what I mean? Like if the Classic looks too strong and their horse might be a little short, like you should be able to go in like a mile race.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop down.
I feel like you have carte blanche to pick in your spot.
Well, but aren't they kind of the win in your ends are kind of
aiming for it? Yeah, but it's
aiming
happened.
Towards the races you probably would run in anyway.
Horses have won that and then gone to a different race and more suited for them. But I just feel like that's the golden ticket. Like, you know what I mean? It should be like, I got the one in here for Classic. If I want to go to the sprint, I'm going to sprint. Like, this is my.
Well, if you get the win and you're in for the Classic, I doubt you're gonna. I mean, are you really gonna go to the sprint?
I think there's some horses, maybe not the sprint, but there's some horses that would go to the mile or the. I mean, what if a filly wins? You know, one of those races. What if a
filly wins and then chooses
a Gamine or a
instead?
Filly wins one of those races, I'm taking her and I'm
goes
taking
to
the shot at the
instead.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right, but sometimes you don't. There's been horses, I'm sure, out there. Somebody could probably add it on the comments that have won a win in your own Classic and ended up like in a mile or.
Okay, so if you get the ticket for the Classic, can you go in the juvenile?
No. Yeah, well, if you're too.
You said I should be able to pick my race. I'm going. I should get.
You can't pick a juvenile race.
You can't go in the filly race.
Oh, now there's all these other rules to it. Not as easy as you thought.
I'm going to go into Distaff and I'm a male. Like, yeah.
See?
Hey, listen, equal rights. I'm all for it. They should have age discrimination because horse racing does this. Sex discrimination, age discrimination.
Yeah.
They don't,
we need to be a bit more inclusive here. Come on now. For the horses.
Yeah, let's be a little more woke.
Oh, God.
Talking to you, Breeders' Cup.
Yeah. Well, what's up with these having to give them classes? Why can't they just run where they want? And you're winning, you're in, like you're special. You show up, you should be able to run.
How do you know that colt doesn't identify as a filly?
Yeah, you don't know.
Have you asked the colt lately?
War Emblem.
That's gonna be.
Well, we don't know if he
everything.
identified as a filly, but
I don't think we don't know that. We just know he didn't like girls.
No. All right. Well, on that note, so speaking of closing weekends, this weekend was Santa Anita, Anita's closing weekend, and starting July 16th, we'll be headed out to Del Mar.
Yeah, out to Del Mar. Well, they go to Los Alamitos first.
Yep.
For a couple of weeks. That's good. That's good for Los Alamitos. It really is. Gives them that break. I mean, everybody, I'm sure, misses Hollywood Park when it used to be that. And Santa Anita was what? Oak tree? Oak tree. Right?
Mhm.
So weird. Santa Anita was oak tree.
Anita was called Oak Tree.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah,
Like not that long ago, maybe 10 years ago.
yeah,
What a
it was,
weird name.
They also had a synthetic track then too.
have oak trees in California.
I think so. Yeah, we have oak trees.
I don't know. I just see palm trees.
Maybe not specific to the like Los Angeles County, but I think the state of California does.
Oh yeah.
You know, Randy doesn't know anything outside of the LA bubble.
No.
Nothing exists in California if it's not in LA. So there's no oak trees.
I'm
There's
here. I'm like a New Yorker where we just know our block.
just know your borough. If you're
Yeah,
lucky.
that's it. Yeah, no, okay. So yeah, it used to be nice when it was Hollywood. I'm sure people out there miss Hollywood.
A lot of people do. A lot of people still talk about Hollywood
Yeah.
and the forums. They
He said
still
night racing and a concert after.
They were
It was pretty
everything.
Awesome.
Yeah, but we had Warren G at Santa Anita this weekend. So
You did what?
we had Warren G. Santa Anita on Saturday
After the races last night.
for the Michelada festival thingy they were doing.
Sounds fun. Who the fuck's Warren G?
What?
Who's Warren G?
Regulators mount up? No?
Do-do-do-do-do.
Nate Dogg and Warren G?
Yeah.
It was a cool bike.
Really? Wow.
Warren G. I think he's Dr. Dre's cousin.
Is he?
I think so.
Oh.
Um,
I can't. Wow, you don't know Warren? Google Warren G,
Okay,
and you'll
anyway,
know.
let's move
But
on.
anyway,
Probably heard it. I've probably heard it before.
Yeah,
I don't know like artists and shit.
Yeah,
it was from Young Guns.
Especially in rap.
Song from Young Guns too.
you will.
You know Young
Anyways,
Guns.
Google
I know
it, and then
Young
you'll be
Guns.
like, oh yeah, that's Warren G. But anyways, let's.
Goddamn millennials not knowing their hip hop 90s music.
You're too caught up in this. Oh, I can't even think of his name. Ruined my joke. The guy with the
Tekashi
face
6ix9ine.
tattoo. Who's that?
Takashi 6ix9ine.
I don't
with
even
the
know
red
who that is
hair.
now. I was thinking of the guy with the face tattoos, the white guy with
Mike
the man
Tyson.
bun.
Oh.
Oh, Post Malone.
Yes, there we go.
Machine
I-
Gun
I am
Kelly.
The hippest person on the
I
show.
know. Me and AJ got nothing.
Okay.
No idea.
Nothing. Anyways, speaking of Ariana,
Because you're
Grande.
woke.
Yeah.
All right. And one thing we should talk about is Arlington. So we have, at least that we know of, is 2 people who are bidding for Arlington. The CEO, as well as the Bears
The CEO of what?
of Arlington.
All right. So the Bears,
This is going well.
which hasn't won anything in a long time, do we think they're going to win the bid? That's going to be tough to outbid the Bears.
I think we need to get,
But it's a practice facility,
Yeah.
right? Or is it a field?
No, I think they want. Originally, it was always kind of said that they were going to be a practice facility there, but it sounds like it's going to be like a stadium.
The stadium's going to be hard to beat
Yeah,
because
there's
they're
a
going
lot
to
of money in
present
that.
how much money comes
But-
into Arlington Heights. But maybe Arlington Heights doesn't want.
maybe they just
Bears
want to
there.
keep the racetrack.
Well, traffic's going
I
to
would
be
imagine the city of Arlington Heights would probably want.
the Bears.
The racetrack.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
I don't know. Would you want to live near a stadium?
No.
Yeah, but think all the money that town.
It will generate a
Is it
lot.
a rich town?
Shit.
And it brings
it a
people
rich
into
town
the
or a poor town?
restaurant.
It is. Yeah, it's
bars.
a nice town.
If it's a nice town, I don't think so. If it's a poor town, yeah, because
They would want the racetrack.
No, I think they'd probably want.
No,
the
I don't think
Bears.
so, AJ. What do you know?
if I bought an expensive house somewhere, the last thing I want to do,
It'd be around a stadium.
be around a
no, I wouldn't
stadium.
want to either.
Unless you're a Bears fan.
even then, I'd want to at least drive. Is that far from where they play now? How far is that, AJ?
Pretty far.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Well, you're talking about like downtown Chicago and then Arlington Heights. That's a good
But hour outside?
maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like what, northwestish outside of Chicago?
No idea.
Yeah, it's like northeast. No, I guess it's like more straight north.
Okay.
The Patriots were going to maybe come to my town growing up.
Put Moose up on the map.
Moose? Sip?
They're
Oh.
not Plainfield, part of
Like,
that's the
I
city.
think somebody lied to you. I don't think the Patriots are ever going to.
No, the
Moose.
apple orchard near where I live, where I grew up, the apple orchard, there was an apple orchard and the apple orchard got sold. And Gillette was talking to them about that. It's right off the highway, 395. It was actually a good spot. And they would have loved it there because we're poor. So
He's also talking about the Patriots Pee Wee League.
no,
Yeah.
it was the New England Patriots.
Uh-huh.
It was right before they were good too.
It was the play 60 team that they were going to sponsor was actually going to move there. It wasn't the actual Patriots.
Yeah, it was actually the corporate offices.
No, not even that.
The best part about this whole Arlington thing, did you see the statement the mayor of Chicago made?
No, what do you say?
Well, it's a her. And yeah, don't be sexist.
I know.
Of course it is.
I think she thinks that the Bears are going to move to Arlington Heights and they're going to change their name to Arlington Heights Bears. Because she made a statement. She's like, we want to keep Chicago in the name, and we're proud of how all our sports teams have helped us rally through the pandemic, and we're committed to keeping the Bears.
You know how many teams play in
Bless her heart. Bless her heart. That's all you can say about that.
Like the Glendale Cardinals.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not even in. Well, it's Arizona, but yeah, it's not Phoenix. Yeah, there's got to be more out there that are like that.
I just think no one really apprised her of what was going on prior to her making that statement to the
media. She obviously watches a lot of football.
Yeah. Miami Gardens, Florida. Dolphins.
Miami Gardens, Dolphins.
Yeah, because they're Miami Gardens. That's not part of Miami, I guess, but yeah.
Arlington Heights Bears.
No.
The New Jersey Jets?
Yeah. The Giants don't even play in the same state. And the Jets.
Yeah, they're New York, and they don't even play in the state of New York.
No, they play in Jersey.
It's like airports, people. Like how many times you go to an airport like what Hartford's considered Bradley? It's not in Hartford. It's almost in Massachusetts. Like Denver's
airport is basically Kansas.
Yeah.
It's so far out there. It's not in Denver. It's
Providence is in Coventry, Rhode Island. Yeah. We don't want to change the name.
I don't think that was in the plans, but thanks for
she's like we're committed to keeping Chicago, the Bears in Chicago.
They could change it to the Illinois Bears like they do at a lot of places. Like it's not the Nashville Titans, it's the Tennessee Titans. You know what I mean? Just to be safe.
I seriously doubt.
Let's just
the Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears.
Been around since 1920.
What do you do with their emblem?
It's a big C. Big AH.
I thought you were going to say the Bears were somehow offensive.
Oh, yeah.
Because they call gay big guys.
Big Bears.
Bears, yeah.
There we go. So they should start and they should get rid of that name.
Dude, you're so woke, bro.
What do we do on this show without you?
LGBTQ plus ally.
Yeah.
Randy Johnson.
Yep, you know me.
Spitting the names of nowadays rappers, mixing it in with Warren G, giving us some LGBTQ plus.
You guys can learn a lot from me.
Standing up for trans horses' rights.
Yes. He has a pretty packed agenda.
I am
he's woke.
I'm very
This is the most woke show in horse racing.
I'm so
You're
PC,
welcome, everybody.
It's unbelievable. Put a kid in California for 2 years, see what happens.
Yeah, you've changed, man. I don't even know you.
I don't know. I don't want to know. Roy Arnold, the former president, put in a bid.
Oh yeah, he's a CEO of an Endeavor company. Okay, so he wants to buy it on his own. You're right. It's not Churchill.
Okay, so it's not Churchill. Well, good for him.
So in his bid, not only was he obviously made note to preserve horse racing, but it reportedly include construction of an arena to host minor league hockey, low density housing, and a Four Seasons entertainment district.
Oh, that's cool. Not many people can live there. Low density housing.
So Churchill said that roughly they closed the bidding out with 10 bids on the table. Now they haven't publicly made it public of who all was part of that, obviously, except the Bears are known as well as this Roy Arnold. So there are 8 other bids for Arlington.
Churchill is selling it.
Churchill's selling it for sure. Bidding has closed. So now it's just a matter of time. I know. I'm sorry, AJ. I was going to tell you to get your stuff ready, but I knew you were busy.
How much is in my change jar?
I bid $1.27.
I just put like a pick 6 ticket.
Wait, so is the guy? Did it say anything about a horse track?
Yeah. You missed that part.
Oh.
Well, it's confusing because it's okay. So you have the track there. How big is this property? It's got to be a lot bigger then, because
it's a huge property.
He's gonna put all this other crap in there too.
Well, Belmont just put the Islanders behind them. I mean,
Belmont has a lot
that's
of
New
land.
York, so I think you have that a lot of land to have a horse track.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're like gonna tear up some parking lots or something, because it just seems like that's a lot of stuff to put into.
Didn't the Dodgers do that?
Oregon?
Just like a whole neighborhood they just wrecked to build the stadium.
Well, they're like up in a mountain.
Yeah, and they like literally I think they bulldozed like low income housing to do it.
Did they?
I think so.
Probably. No one wants to live up there anyway.
Well, people did.
I guess there's a lot of homeless people in LA, so maybe they would.
I mean, people did live there, and it was like a community, and I guess they came in and said, you got to move.
Yeah, but it probably wasn't a very nice community.
Well, that's probably what the people could afford. I mean, it was a long time ago. This is like the 40s, right? 50s?
Now they work for the Dodgers, maybe.
It's a good.
They're the guys that have the glow sticks and they're pointing which way to go for parking.
There you go.
They're spread out
At
all over
least
that
they gave
mountain.
back, right?
I mean, if that's the case, those guys, it's probably not.
No.
All right.
All those people are living on Skid Row. I don't know. I'm trying to defend that.
It's a long time ago, though.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Oh, yeah. So they're probably dead. It's fine. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. No.
No.
All right. Well, maybe we should move on.
Save Arlington.
Save Arlington. Let's recap some races.
No one wants to watch the Arlington Heights Bears. Doesn't even sound
Keep
right.
the Bears in Chicago.
Your tongue right. All right.
Remember that, everybody. If the Bears leave Chicago, they will not be Chicago Bears anymore.
At least that's what the mayor thinks.
All right. Well, let's move on to recap some races. Let's recap some races this week, and we'll just recap the races in which the guys gave their late pick 4 picks for at Santa Anita. So we'll start with race 8, where Howbeit took the lead in the backstretch and really didn't let go there. He won by 4 lengths, followed by Establish and wiped the slate.
They come to the 8th pole, Howbeit still full of run, chased intently by Established in second. At the rail, Wiped the Slate is into third, a 16th to go, and Howbeit opens up. Howbeit is much the best. He will romp home. Howbeit another for Abel Cedillo, wins by 4. Established second. Wiped the Slate third.
Yeah, that was weird. AD picked that horse. I didn't. I just didn't think wasn't buying it. The public was, though. They went low with it. And it was just weird because the 3 favorites, really, besides the one was one of the favorites, ran like shit. Like terrible. Like it was really weird. That race was weird. Santa Anita's been weird lately like that. Like it's bombs away all day.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so not Santa Anita's calling card. It's usually short field, short prices, and all of a sudden
Del Mar it is, but not Santa Anita. It's very true to form. We like to say that instead of chalk. It's true to form.
True to form. All right, let's move on. Race 9, which was the Snow Chief Stakes, where Jimmy Blue Jeans won, followed by None Above the Law and
Jimmy Blue Jeans.
That was the wrong horse. I'll say.
Which Jimmy Blue Jeans really rallied in the stretch. It was a very tight race, but Above the Law tried to take him down, but just couldn't.
Found my ball at the rail and Jimmy Blue Jeans puts his head in front. Ferrariano running a good race, as is in Just diving down one from the rail and None Above the Law. It's Jimmy Blue Jeans close to home. Jimmy Blue Jeans a half length to Ferrariano. None Above the Law flies late. Jimmy Blue Jeans held on.
That was ridiculous ride. And my dad said it was Pratt, but I don't think it was. I have to look who it was yesterday on None Above the Law. But whoever it was trapped himself on the rail, and you got to make that decision. You got to move. You had the best horse in the race. It was not a good ride. It was not a good ride.
You know what? And you watch the interview with the owners and the connections of Jimmy Blue Jeans. It was very, very touching.
Yeah, it was Pratt on None Above the Law.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
And a shout out to Kent on your 9-month sobriety and seeing you back in the winner's circle yesterday at Santa Anita with a stakes win under your belt here.
Congratulations on the win. Sobriety.
Oh, goodness. You
Long
can't
time
say
coming.
that.
I was going to say long time coming. Good job.
Yes.
Good job.
He was excited. The connections were excited. Very touching. Go back and watch that on YouTube. It's very.
Yeah, he's on fire, honestly,
He is.
since he's been sober. I mean, which I guess goes to prove something. But yeah, he's been on fire. He's doing good. Good for him, though. Good for him. He's staying sober, and geez, he's older now too.
He is?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he is.
Oh, keep it up, Ken.
Yep. All right. We race 10, the Miller Stakes, where Fifi Farrow, the daughter of American Farrow, took the lead, battled in the stretch with Eddie's New Dream, but Eddie's New Dream just couldn't get the lead, followed by I'm So Anna.
I did that cold nuts try that weighed like $3 probably.
Eddie's New Dream at the 8th pole. Eddie's New Dream. Fifi Farrow with those big strides up alongside, and 2 back to I'm So Anna. A 16th to go. Eddie's New Dream. Fifi Farrow head and head for the wire. Fifi Farrow takes over, and Fifi Farrow has won the Miller.
I did think that Eddie's New Dream was going to hang on for a second, and
Really
Fifi
tried.
Farrow was just, we talked about that on our show, just much the best horse. One bad race, really, and it was a bad start. Yeah.
All right. In the final race, the graded stakes race, the San Juan Capistrano, where Acclimate took to the lead and did not let go, getting him a 3rd win for the San Juan Capistrano, followed by Astronaut and Red King.
Trying to finish the job, and he's still in front by 3. Astronaut, Red King in the center, and Ward and Jerry, a 16th to go, and Ricky Gonzalez on a joyride in the San Juan Capistrano. He's a 2-time winner. Acclimate, coast to coast, the easiest of wins. Astronaut second best. Red King was the...
Yeah, it's won it 3 times and not consecutively, like at all.
Yeah.
That's kind of good. It means every other year this horse wins the race. So next year,
So
don't bet
next
on
year,
this
yeah,
horse.
exactly. Next year, don't bet him. The
Even
year
though
after.
my-
2 years.
They go back to back a lot. I thought this horse was going to be short, and the horse drew away a little bit. I thought this horse was going to be a little bit short. Saw the horse get caught in 1.5 miles. What's Megan Jerry? Ward
and Jerry.
Ward and Jerry.
Ward and Jerry.
Um,
Not Megan Jerry.
That's Sarah's grandparents' names.
My grandfather's name and
His wife. And so Ward and Jerry, I mean, if you can't win this race, which you've been aiming to, I wonder what he's going to do next.
Yeah, you like how
I
on the
did see-
show?
I
What's
did
that?
see Cupid's Claw run like last week at a mile, where this would have been Cupid Claw. I don't understand this. Bread and butter maybe didn't fit the condition. I don't know. But Cupid's Claw came back and ran a mile and got beaten. They bet him down, which Cupid's Claw is a great marathoner. Was. So that was weird. Let's look into that a little more. Anybody out there knows, let me know why Cupid's Claw did that and not this race. And it could just be conditions, but I don't think so.
If you remember on the show when we did these picks, I picked Red King, and then I had you pick for me between Acclimate and Ward and Jerry. You told me to take Ward and Jerry. So on the show, I gave it. But then when Sarah asked for our picks so I could post it, I gave
Acclimate.
I
Yeah.
could put Acclimate.
Yeah, I had to bet against the chalk because I honestly thought that pick 4 was going to be super chalky in my mind. And I was like, I got to bet against a favorite once because I did the favorite in like every one of them. So I was like, if I spend an $18 ticket and make $12, I look like an idiot. So I tried to beat one. I thought that's the one to get beat, but go figure. That's probably, I should have bet against one of the other ones that got beat, like none of the above. But
Yep.
yeah, but and that's sums up my pick 4. People should have played none of the above. When I said that horse, I actually meant none of the, don't pay any of the horses.
Little secret code in there.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
That was a recap of the races this weekend.
Yeah. Anything anybody want to talk about before we go?
I don't think so. No,
Anything news? No, we good.
that's all my news.
That's it.
Sorry to
Nothing
disappoint.
else?
All right. Well, I guess we'll let everybody go. Remember, hit that like, subscribe, notification button, everything like that. We're the Triple Clowns with Degen Nation. And this will help us out a lot because I just found out that when we get, what is it called?
Monetized.
Monetized. If we get monetized, when we get monetized, with you guys hitting the like and subscribe button, watching is going to help out a lot. We actually get pushed up by YouTube because they can't make any money off of us right now. And they want to try to make money off of us. So when you do that, you'll get more, we'll go up the list so we can bring you more stuff.
Yeah.
So do that.
So monitorize us.
Monetize.
Monomoy.
Monomoyos.
All right. But good luck to everybody. And we will see you later.
Good luck. We didn't give anything out.
I always say good luck.
Good luck.
I know people are betting. So whatever you're betting, whether this be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, or Saturday.
Good luck in life.
There you go.
In
right.
all aspects, not just gambling, just
Nope, just gambling for me.
like
everything
your
else.
relationships and
Yeah, I don't think
your
so.
Jobs.
No,
Jobs.
not so much.
Hopefully you can monetize your job.
Monomoitize. So help us monomoitize and hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you later.